Ho, 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 Merry Podcast. Welcome to
say Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. And to all a good chimney sweep. Welcome to How Do We Human? This is the podcast where we talk about all the weird and uncomfortable micro moments in life. I'm one of your hosts, Chris Binning.
I'm one of your hosts, Evan Cox.
Evan, this is our final episode of 2025.
It's true.
And so for this final episode, because by the way, everybody, we're going to take the next week off.
We're doing it. It's crazy for us, but we're doing it.
Yeah, we're going to do it. But before we take that week off, Evan, in this final episode of the year, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Would you believe I want to talk some more about buying a car?
I would, yeah. Previously on How Do We Human. I'm Evan, and I gotta go to the car dealership.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, I'm scared.
I'm scared to get that. I was, you listened. You know you did. Last week I was talking about how I was going in to buy a car, got the tip of like printing out a pre-approval letter for a loan. So you've got that and you can walk out at any time and say, hey, I've got this pre-approved. I can just get the loan through them, blah, blah, blah. And that stressed me out because I don't like being confrontational at all. But this past weekend, I did go to try to buy that new car. It was a 2022 Subaru Outback. I've been a Corolla boy for 15 years now, and this was scary. I'm trying something new. Basically, they were texting me nonstop. So I was getting texts from the dealership before I arrived. Some being like, automated, confirm this appointment. Some being like, hey, this is your sales guy, Eric. What's up, man? You want to talk? Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about the car. You good to come in? And I just actively didn't respond to any because I was starting to see through it. I'm like, this is a part of it. They want to get you on text saying, I fucking love this. Oh, I love this car so much. I can't
and I'll pay anything.
I'll pay anything. So I was just not responding until he asked, you good to come in? And then I would send a thumbs up emoji. This is against type. This is not how I am. But I'm trying to play the game. Every decade or so, it's time to go in and buy a car. And I like to think I can do a little bit better each time I go in. So I go in, I'm kind of dreading this guy because I'm just from the text, this is sales guy 101. Yeah. This guy's going to be playing me the whole time. Guess what? I got there 15 minutes early. That guy was busy and they gave me someone else who was super nice and chill.
Oh. But is this part of the game?
Is that also part of the game? Maybe. We do the test drive. Goes great. Car's in good condition. Basically, I'm in the position, which I don't love, but it has higher mileage on it. So I'm going in at about 80,000 miles, but it's had one owner, 0 accidents. They've kept maintenance up on it. Subaru Outback, you should be able to run into the ground, basically. And it was, for that reason, significantly cheaper. So I'm like, all right, I can make this happen. Let's do this. So it's time to go to the financing table, or not the financing guy. I'm still talking to the sales guy. He's just trying to get the deal done. But we're sitting at a table in the middle of the room. We're surrounded by large Jeeps and stuff, which is intimidating. But he asks about financing. Are you going to be putting a down payment? I'm like, yes, I got a totaled car, and I'm putting that down as a down payment. And he's like, so let's go through financing. And I was like, no, you listen to me.
I am the captain now.
Let me tell you about financing. I wish this is exactly what I but I'm exaggerating a little bit. I do. That is in essence what I'm giving off. But I've got my little messenger bag and I pull out the sheets of paper and I'm like, so I went shopping around for loans, which I did. I did 2 different ones. One through my bank, which they gave me a fairly high interest rate. And then one through Capital One, which gave me a very reasonable interest rate for me, for my credit. My credit's fine. But given my financial situation, they were able to offer me 6.5%, essentially, APR, APR.
Right.
Beck Bennett fans. My bank was offering 9 to 12, which is on the higher end. You see people online being like, I got like 4, I got 5, I got 0, like, whatever. This is better than what I had before. So I'm happy with it. I present the paper. He's looking it up and down. He's like, oh, okay. Let me run this by my boss. So he's gone for a while showing these papers to his boss. That's scary. But he comes back and he's like, and he had said before when I said Capital One, he's like, oh, we could beat Capital One. I'm like, all right, this is going like it should. He's getting competitive and being like, yeah, we can beat that for sure. Finance with us. And he comes back and he says, even though he said like we could beat that, he's like, all right, we can match that. So what would the APR be? Exactly what the paper said. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Because the difference being, if I go with their financing, I get to drive the car home that day. If I go through Capital One, it'll be a week or 2 before that loan gets put together, blah, blah, blah. So I'm happy with that.
Sure.
We go to the financing guy from there, and that is the point where we're just like, I'm signing all these papers. They did talk me into a warranty, which I went in going, I'm not buying a warranty. I'm absolutely not. They're all scams. It's all bullshit. But you break. I was there for hours. I was there for, I think, 3.5 hours total. And you're getting tired. And they're bringing up like, yeah, it is a higher mileage vehicle. And it's all the stuff I have to sign. It's covered in, you are like, sign here. You are buying this vehicle as is. It is a vehicle that is past its warranty. So I don't get the previous owner's warranty at all. It's you're buying this as is. Any repairs are on you. And I was like, man, it feels like they're hiding something. But I went above and beyond. Check this out. And I recommend this to you and to everybody for $40. It always feels like when you go to a mechanic and you're like, oh, the computer side of it, that's fucking beyond me. I can't do any of that. Go to an auto repair store and buy an OBD2 reader. It's one of those meters that mechanics use. Granted, it's a cheaper version and much more basic. $40. You can plug it in to your computer on your car, and it tells you everything in there. So I was able to plug that into this car, and I did that in front of him. I'm like, look, I'm the special boy. I've got all the information. Everything came back clean, but it still does feel like having to sign like, you're buying this as it is. You know the risks. They talked me into a warranty, because I also, I did the like, do you mind stepping outside for a second? Jocelyn and I can chat this over. I looked up the company. It was a reputable third-party warranty company, because again, so many of these, and people are, if you think looking up reviews of doctors is rough, look up reviews of third-party warranties for cars. Like, people are very honest when it's like, this is a fucking scam. So I looked this one up and it was legit. I'm like, I mean, if it's legit, it would get me the next 3 years or 30,000 miles, cover all the powertrain shit that could go wrong. That might be worth it.
Yeah.
Let's consider it. Okay. So we end up just saying yes to it. We go to the finance guy. Here's what happens. First off, he passes real quick.
Gas.
He passes gas. Real slick. First off, they're blasting Christmas music. It's so fucking loud. You can't hear yourselves. And I'm like, this is also a part of it. I know. he passes the paper over for me to sign of the terms of the, not the lease I'm buying, but the finance agreement. That APR, 7.9. They just full on changed it. And I noticed, and we were 3 hours in at that point, and I'm just like, I don't give a shit. They broke me.
Yeah.
Like they raised it. They raised it like 1.5 percentage points. And I couldn't be bothered to give a shit partially because it's like that is still lower than the loan my bank was offering me.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff. It's a war of attrition, and they broke me down by that point. But then the finance guy's also like, so I see you got the 3 year 30,000 mile warranty. I've actually got another warranty I can offer. I try to offer this to people. It's a much better deal because it's unlimited amount of time, so it can last as long as unlimited years, 40,000 miles, and just covers the all the big stuff: powertrain, engine, blah blah blah, transmission. All the stuff that if it goes wrong is going to cost like $8,000, shit like that. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't drive a crazy amount living up here. Maybe that's worth it. And we just go like, yeah, that makes more sense. It's more time. It's more miles. It's the type of repairs we would need. Unbeknownst to me, because he didn't mention it, because he doesn't have to. This is how on top of it you've got to be. This loan is through a different company.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the first one I looked up when I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, it sounds like it's legit. This company is called Protective Asset Protection.
Ooh.
You get that protect word in there twice. People feel real secure. This has like 1-star reviews across the board everywhere. Everyone says it's a horseshit scam. So it's like, I did my part, I did good, and then I just fucking fell to pieces in the finance room. I am now in the position where you can cancel that. You can cancel the warranty. I did learn, unfortunately, that will not lower my monthly payment. It just takes away from how much I'm paying off.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing here, because basically the scam, if you will, of companies like this, the whole idea is like, yeah, we cover these big things, but I had to ask separately. I had to call in and ask for the terms, because they gave me this paper and it says page 1 of 6, and they didn't give me 5 of those pages, which is all the actual terms of the warranty. And I read through it, and it's that you have to get work done at a Subaru dealership approved by them, which means that even though they're covering theoretically the high price shit, they're going to overcharge me for everything else, which comes out of my pocket. And then they will try to eke their way out of any claim that you throw at them. Like, it says that you have to keep the car in maintained state based on your car's owner manual. And if you are like 1 mile over what they recommend, they can like cancel the entire thing, and you'll keep paying for it, but they will not honor any of your claims. Don't be me. That's all. So now I got to decide, either am I just saying fuck it and I will do that and I'll pay more, or am I saying I'll cancel it, and if something big does come up, I'll pay for that? Or am I going to try to go back to the other warranty? I just don't know. I hate it all. I wish none of it had happened. I wish they had, as we said last week, just let me buy a fucking car.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that I've gotten... I mean, every time I've gone to buy a car, my like dad was with me.
Yeah.
And so like focused more on that stuff. But I think that when we had bought my cars, they were like, I don't know if we ever went to a true dealership. We went to like used car lots, and we found my first car on like Craigslist probably, but
that's how I'd always been with my first few cars also.
Yeah, it just feels like the dealerships are you have probably a better selection, but you also have a rough psychological experiment conducted on you.
Yeah. The one benefit I had in my corner is that this was not a Subaru dealership. This was a Jeep, Chrysler, something or other dealership. And I've done, I think my last Corolla was also this case where it's like, we have this is not actually the type of car we deal in. And you might be able to get a better price because they're just like, we just want this.
We just want to get rid of it.
We want this off the lot.
In our pristine Jeep Chrysler.
Subaru.
Yeah.
I'm driving my new Jeep Chrysler. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. It's a almost happy story, kind of sad story with an open ending.
Because you do have the car now, yes?
I have the car.
Drive it around.
I can, now that I have it, I can openly say I fucking love it. It's great.
Okay.
It's a very nice car, and I'm happy to have it. Just got to figure out that other shit. I've got 60 days from purchase point to cancel this warranty, but I'm still undecided. I don't know. Let me know. Everybody, what do I do? Merry Christmas. Chris!
Yeah.
Mus.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking about the holiday. And I'm wondering how the holiday's doing. But I guess also Chris. Benning.
Uh-huh.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. You know, and I think that for what it's worth, I think the holiday is pretty merry. I have two little stories, you know, since this is our final episode of the year. I have two stories that have been just sitting in my notes, and it's time to offload them. Number one, our trash can in the kitchen broke. And by that, I mean, it's a like pedal bin.
Yeah.
But when the lid would go to close, there was the little lever that pushes it up with the pedal was still like partially up. It wouldn't go all the way back down. And I tried a bunch of different things to try and fix it, and just nothing was working. So it's time to throw it out. And so I start looking online at trash cans to replace it. You know, we've got, I think that one was, it's something like an 11 to 13 gallon, somewhere in that range. And so I start looking at 13-gallon trash cans.
Yeah.
This one that we bought that is broken was maybe $35, maybe $40.
Nice.
But I went to look at trash cans, and they were going for $80. Why?
For your
Our trash cans, $80.
That's not okay.
No. And so I ended up going into a Home Goods instead, because that's where we originally got this one. I was like, maybe they have some better deals, some marked down stuff. And I ended up getting this trash can that we have now for like $45 or something. And it's worse than the one that we had.
It's a terrible feeling.
Yeah. It looks worse. It doesn't fit flush against the wall. Like you have to have it off of the wall so that the thing
for
will
it
open.
To open. Ugh.
Which is super annoying. I don't know that it's quite as good as covering trash odor. It's just all around worse, and it's just such a bummer when like things that are expensive
yes
are also bad. Like,
yeah,
What am I supposed to pay? $200 for a good trash can?
Basically.
For a trash can?
That's where we're at now. Everything's expensive.
I know. I was told we were in a golden age of the American economy, but why do I have to pay $150 for a trash can that sits in my kitchen?
I don't know. Wages sure aren't going up. That's not the answer.
No. There's got to be something else. Can we get AI to build a trash can for me?
Okay.
The other thing that has happened to me recently is, and I told you this last week off mic, but I ordered from Stitch Fix. I was like, I'm tired of trying to find good clothes, and the place where I used to get a lot of my clothes was Target, and I've largely stopped going to Target.
Wow. So brave.
Thank you. And even just like, even though I liked a lot of the clothes at Target, they weren't necessarily like sustainable, I guess, in terms of like wearing them for years and years. I've had this shirt from Target for years and years, but it's starting to fade.
The classic Inside Out Boys shirt.
Of course.
I will throw out there, while I do still shop at Target for better or worse, I also have they got like $7 t-shirts there. It's fucking great. But yeah, they do not last like 3 years. There will be holes in them. They just start falling apart. So I have also started shopping elsewhere for my clothes.
Yeah. So I was like, let's give Stitch Fix a try. My wife she doesn't have Stitch Fix, but she started using a different company, like specifically for like petite sizes, since women's clothing can't just be like small, medium, and large like it is for men. And they sent her stuff, and it was like, she got a lot of good stuff that she liked. She felt like the stylist, got to know her a little bit. The stylist was asking for pictures before they sent clothes to try and get a good idea. And I was like, wow, that would be cool if somebody if I did that. And so I signed up for Stitch Fix. They don't ask you for photos or anything of yourself. I mean, you fill out still like a thing of like your height, your sizes, your body type, all that, the things you like to wear, things like that. And I got an email before, like a week before the box came, that was like, hey, I'm Rachel, I'm your stylist. And it was like, a form, like email thing to introduce, like, hey, I've been doing this for 5 years. Here are a bunch of great reviews about how good I am at finding clothes. And I get the box, and I think it's like, I got some good stuff. I mean, the piece that I liked the most, I ended up returning because I already had something almost identical to it. But
you guys nailed it. But
yeah, you guys nailed it. I'm still returning it. I'm not going to pay for it, but this was so good. But it is like, there's a weird element of like, I know that some of these pieces might be fashionable.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I like them, which is, we'll see. I have another box coming in January, and we'll see, kind of, as allegedly, you leave feedback on every item, and then supposedly that'll help kind of curate future deliveries to be more your style. So we'll see kind of how it goes. But yeah, I kept 2 out of my 5 items. I liked one of the 3 I returned. I was kind of on the fence about another one, and then there was one that I was like, no, send this back. It was one of those. It was like a polo, like short sleeve sweater, and so it was like
that's tough.
Very tight around the sleeves, like the cuff of the sleeve,
Yeah.
And the waist, and then very like kind of billowy. Like it was just tight in weird spots and then extra loose in other spots, and it just looked very strange on me.
It's a whole bigger thing about being the age that we are, of to what degree are we supposed to give a shit about what the actual fashion style is for men? Because I look it up. I am curious. I don't seem like a fashionable guy. I'd argue I'm definitely not a fashionable guy, but I am intrigued by it and love the idea of. I try to look for like if a fashion style comes around that I'm like, oh no, yeah, I actually like that. Then yeah, why not participate?
Sure.
But the only example I can give right now is, like the kids these days, they're back to the 90s. They're wearing the baggy ass clothes, the big fucking Jinko jeans. I am not going to do that, but I did take it as permission to stop wearing skinny jeans because I was bullied into it in my 20s. Your jeans are way too baggy. So I've now feel comfortable going back to a relaxed fit.
I do
the
feel
kids
like
won't bully me.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I kept was they sent me a pair of jeans with like athletic fit, and I was like, I don't think I'd ever have considered myself needing an athletic fit of jeans.
I mean, we all know what athletes wear, and it's blue jeans.
Well, and that's the thing, is these were like an olive green, and I was like, I would never have bought this for myself. But I tried them on, and I was like, I don't know about the color fully yet, but they fit pretty well, so I'm gonna keep them. And it like, now I have a different thing in my wardrobe. Spice it up. It's nice
to have different options like that.
Spice it up with this like very neutral tone.
With a different neutral tone. I was getting into different colored chinos for a while, and then I gained a bunch of weight, and I don't fit in them anymore. And so now I have two colors of pants.
Maybe
someday again. I'll get some other options. That's red pants. Those were fun.
The other thing that and I think I'm just too in my head about it, and we'll see kind of as some of these deliveries come, how what they send me kind of changes.
Yeah.
But my stylist is like a woman in her 20s who lives in New York, right? So woman in 20s in New York feels like a very fashion forward,
definitely,
person. And so I don't know like how much to be like, I want to try out some of these fashion forward things, and how much to be like, hey, just send me some like basic stuff. Like, I'm basic. And I also just, there's just so many unknowns, I guess, about my Stitch Fix journey thus far. That I'm interested to still like find out what's gonna be going on, but I also get like very in my head about what will the stylist think when I send back my sweater polo?
Totally.
Or like, should you have the option at the end of your like feedback thing? Do you want the same stylist for next time? And I was like, I want to keep the same one right now because I want to see
2 chances.
Yeah, you got to see kind of how it goes. But like in the future, like, does it matter even if I have like a male stylist or a female stylist, or like, are there stylists closer to my age? Does that matter? Like, I don't know what the, and then it's like, but also if I leave my stylist, are they going to be mad? Like, there's just so many unknowns, and that'll be something much like you with your car warranty. My Stitch Fix journey will certainly be a staple of our 2026 episodes.
I like the idea of like over customizing it so you end up with a stylist that's like exactly your age, that wears the same clothes as you do and just buys those clothes, and you return them every time and be like, sorry, I got this already, but I love it, keep it up. Now, here's a quick question before we get quizzing.
Yeah.
Did you share? Did you tried on everything? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Did you share this with the wife?
Of course, we did a little fashion show. So here's the problem, and she is right to do this, but it can also feel a little frustrating on my end. Because when I ask for her thoughts, she'll be like, I don't have to wear it. It's what you think. And like, that's true.
It's true. But
also, I'm asking for your thoughts as someone who can see me wearing the outfit.
All I can tell you is that I relate to this. I can't say why.
Yeah.
I relate to this a lot.
And it's like, it's one, yeah. I mean, because when she gets hers delivered, we do a little fashion show. Although, and here's the thing: is I like that, Yeah, I like seeing all the stuff that she got. But I missed the most recent one. I wasn't home when the items were delivered, and so her mom was over, and so she had her mom see the outfits.
The old absentee husband.
I know. I work hard to put money on the table, and I don't get to see your new clothes. But
you were at the hotel with your guma.
The clothes that she got the first time that we went through, I felt like I was like still like providing my thoughts while also kind of leaving that like, what do you think? You're the one who's gonna have to wear it. And I feel like usually the response that I get is like I have to really press to get something other than it's what you think. It's like no it's not.
Yeah, I think
not entirely anyway.
There obviously is an element of like, how do I think I look in it? But I think the bigger internal thing is, how do I feel in the clothes? You could tell when you put on a shirt and you're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable wearing this at all. So it is nice to have the outside, like, how does it look? Not just me looking in a mirror, because my opinion's also going to be skewed. And if I'm wearing something that feels crazy to me, but then everyone else is like, no, that looks so much better than everything else you wear, you sloppy guy.
Yeah.
Then that's valuable info, and I'll give it a shot.
Exactly. I need to know if I look good or bad.
Yes.
And speaking of good or bad, it's time to wrap up our year with another quiz. We're going to try to finish strong here, Evan. In our last quiz of the year, the score.
All of our listeners are getting a HowDoWeHuman Wrapped. Tell you, how many episodes you listen to, how old you are based on which episodes you listen to.
Our quiz score. Currently, I'm in the lead with 58 points, and you have 54 points. I regret to inform you, Evan.
Oh, no.
That question number 1 is a math question.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Here we go. Question number 1. If every U.S. senator spoke for 3 minutes, how many hours total would that take? Brutal. 6 hours? 3 hours, 4 hours, or 5 hours?
Are we, whether we know any of this information involved, are we saying this is all in our head math? We're not, no calculators.
No calculators.
All right. I'm fine with that.
I have my answer.
Just have to do some basic math real quick. Okay. I don't feel confident, but I have my answer.
At the risk of sounding dumb, I do feel confident about my answer.
I'll just throw out, I'm going to say 3 hours.
I'm going to say 5 hours.
Okay.
It was 5 hours.
What was your math to get there?
So there are 100 senators.
Yeah, okay. I was right there.
If each of them speak for 3 minutes, that would become 300 minutes.
Correct.
60 minutes in an hour. You can either, how many times does 60 go into 300?
Right.
Simplify that math. How many times does 6 go into 30?
Yeah.
5. And then, or I also, to double check, was like, I know 2 hours is 120 minutes. 120 plus 120.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Plus another 60 for hour number 5.
I fucked up in my head. If I had a calculator, I would have come to the exact same answer as you. Exact same process. I was like, I'm pretty sure each state has 2 senators. I was right. I just did the math wrong. Hence me asking for a calculator. Well, that sucked. Before independence in 1979, Saint Lucia, was a colony of what country? The Netherlands, France, Spain, or the United Kingdom?
I guess I'm between 2.
I've got my answer. I'm not confident, but I had an instinct and it's one of the answers. So
yeah, I'm also gonna put in my answer. I'm not confident either. I'm saying France.
I'm saying Spain.
Yeah, that was the other one I was between. It was United Kingdom though. So
naturally.
Who cares? In Hindu art, Vishnu is usually depicted with what skin color? Red, black, blue, or gold?
Unless I'm mixing people up. I'm pretty sure I know this.
Okay, I'm not confident. I've ruled out one answer completely. Okay. And I think I can also rule out another one. But between these last 2, I'm kind of on the fence, and I'm gonna go with one. I have my answer. I'm picking, but I'm not as confident as I would like to be.
Go for it.
I'm saying blue.
Damn you! I'm saying blue.
Blue was correct.
I knew something. Referees in which sport carry a small dagger? All right, I love this question already. Referees in which sport carry a small dagger symbolizing honor and responsibility? Judo, taekwondo, sumo wrestling, or fencing?
Fascinating.
NFL. Huh.
I'm certain that I am wrong.
I feel wrong also.
But I have the answer that I'm going to go with.
I feel like there's an answer that makes more sense, and then the answer I'm going to give.
Yeah, that's how I work logically. Too. Yeah,
because that one has to be also a trick. I'm going to say sumo wrestling.
I'm saying fencing.
All right, that's the one that I'm thinking it because of the swords.
Sumo wrestling was correct, Evan.
That's good. That's good for me.
The final question of 2025. What island was once nicknamed Pineapple Island due to dole ownership? Lanai, Kauai, Oahu, or Maui?
This is a thing I've learned before. And yeah, I might be wrong, but I'm locking in my answer. My memory's bad.
Yeah, I don't know, but I I have what I'll go with, but this is a shot in the dark between three of them because I don't think it's one of them.
Okay.
I'm going Maui.
I'm going Maui.
Okay. It was Lanai.
Okay. And because I've been to Maui, and there's like dole shops and stuff like that. And I'm mixing up something I'd learned and the fact that I'd been to Maui and there was a dole shop. I've also been to Disneyland where there are dole shops. That could have been Pineapple Island too.
I knew it wasn't Kauai because that's the one that I've been to, and I was like, I feel like I would have learned that.
Yeah, I feel like that would have come up.
Yeah, that means we both got 2 out of 5 correct to end the year, and the score does not change in terms of the gap between us, but the score now is 60-56, with myself in the lead as we race.
Must be nice.
2 points at a time to 100 points.
Good shit. Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I fell apart. I wanted to point out because I wanted to say it in the middle of something I was saying earlier, but my instincts kicked in. I was like, no, that'd be bad for the podcast. Don't derail the story any further. You got a tiny little snowman on your shoulder, and I like that.
I do, yeah, there he is.
Little parrot. It puts me in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only Christmas decoration you can see in my background here.
Is there a Christmas DVD back there, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, hey, we've got, Elf is somewhere over here.
Okay, that's decoration.
The Home Alone, yeah.
It counts.
Count it. Count it. I think I have some of the Christmas TV specials back there, too. I think I have Charlie Brown Christmas and...
He's got Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas. I do not have Christmas with the Cranks.
He has Fred Claus.
I do have Fred Claus.
Yes. Well, since it was a not miserable, but less impressive quiz, I'm thrilled to have guessed one of your Christmas DVDs, and I'm happy to go out on that note.
Yeah, I won't add it to your final score, but
fine.
It does feel good to get questions right when blindly guessing.
I would. We should not do this. Absolutely not.
Okay.
But there's a part of me, if someone else organized it, that thinks it would be fun, quote unquote, for each of us to have the number of DVDs we own and for the other person to try to guess which DVDs those are.
Yeah, should we set up some Sporkle quizzes of our...
Just guess hundreds. And see what percentage we could get right.
Yeah, I like it. Let's set up some Sporkle quizzes of our movie collections.
It sounds
see what
terrible.
The other person can do.
Okay. I mean, listen, that's a little view of the new year. Chris is going to be stylish as hell, wearing big puffy garbage bag clothes because those bags don't fit in the new bin he got.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Binning.
Mm-hmm.
It's in your name. You want to be binning, but you bought a trash bin and it's expensive, and now you're not sure how much you want to be binning.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See you next year.
Merry Christmas.